Chargepoint stock update. What to expect next week during earnings. Okay guys, so here we are with finally a different video. So the last couple of videos I've been posting have basically been about AMC and CCIV guys, because that seems to be what is red hot now. And already pre-market, it looks like we're going to have another major bullish day. So now I want to talk about Chargepoint, because I feel like everyone is basically talking about GME and AMC and all of the meme stocks like crazy. And I think there's some opportunities here in some of these EV charging stocks, specifically Chargepoint, guys. Before I get into the video, guys, be sure to grab your 2 free stocks over at Webull by going to investortrip.com/Webull, guys. And be sure to grab your free Bitcoin as well. You get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up using the link in the description below, or go to investortrip.com/Coinbase. So guys, what is going on with Chargepoint? Well, it's been a huge disappointment actually, and I've basically been hodling the share. So, a lot of you told me you bought it around $40, and we're not going to hit a home run on every single pick here, but this is a long-term play. If you guys been following any of my Chargepoint videos, you know extremely how bullish I am on the EV movement, guys. So EVs are coming. We just saw Ford. They just announced their F-150 Lightning. So even Ford has gotten on board, guys. So all of these legacy automakers are going to have to get on board. I have to constantly repeat this, that the majority of the vehicles, 98% of the vehicles on the road now are legacy ICE, internal combustible engine vehicles, guys. This technology is like 150 years old, guys. It's the 21st century. It's about time we use 21st century vehicles. So why am I so bullish on Chargepoint per se? Well, Chargepoint is the largest EV charging company in the United States. It was basically one of the first ones to go public, and they have a massive network in Europe as well. Obviously, the majority of their network is based in the United States, but since the United States is the #1 economy in the world, it would make sense to basically invest in the largest company in the largest economy. So while China overall is the largest EV market, I'm still bullish on Chargepoint as well, because China has a lot of different issues, and there's already a bunch of companies, there, Xiaoping, XPEV, that's the ticker symbol. They have their own supercharging network there, kind of like Tesla. They're growing there. NIO has their own things going. They have a battery swap. So China has its own different issues, but Americans are not going to be swapping their batteries. They're going to be charging their vehicles either at home or on the go. So that's why I'm so bullish on this company. So, this company's stock's kind of, trading underneath the radar, and they're going to be reporting earnings on June 3rd. So that will be next week. I believe that will be next Thursday, guys. So I'm publishing this video on Friday. This will be about next Thursday. So what will we expect? Well, obviously, last year Chargepoint, went through, basically a really rough period, guys. Driving was down 80% because of the pandemic. And, once the SPAC merger closed, I think a lot of people really got excited here. You can see the RSI was like at a really high point. And then there was a bit of consolidation here. So, right around a nice support level of about $20. Now, $20 is a fair price for this stock, I think. It's not trading at a massive market cap. And earnings should be pretty good. So, as you can see here, they're going to report earnings on June 3rd, as I mentioned. Now, the forecast is going to be, negative 11 cents per share, but Chargepoint is not expected to do positive EBITDA or positive earnings or anything, at least until 2024, because, the EV charging industry is still in its infancy, guys. This is just the beginning of the movement. Chargepoint just went public this year. They haven't even been publicly traded for less than 1 year. So we are in the beginning, guys. We are in the early stages here. So I think that they're going to have a great quarter. And the reason why I think so is simply because, over half of Americans are vaccinated now. We're not going to see a lockdown like we saw before for a long time. And I don't think I think the worst is over. I think we're done with $20. I think the next move is definitely back to this previous resistance level of around, I would say, $31 to $32, something like that. Give or take a couple bucks, guys. But, this stock is not going to be like AMC. We're not going to rip 50%, 100% in a week like we see with AMC. But if you get in the stock in $20, I still have my $3,000 price target by the end of this decade. And I know a lot of people are thinking I'm crazy, but I think a lot of people are underestimating the power of Chargepoint. So obviously you have companies like Tesla, and while Tesla is a phenomenal investment, it's one of my largest holdings. You have to think about the fact that Chargepoint just has so much more use than Tesla, right? So Tesla's competing with Ford now. So Ford just released the F-150, and now, you know, Tesla is scrambling to release their Cybertruck because the F-150 is the best-selling truck in the United States. Matter of fact, it's the best-selling car, period. The best-selling vehicle, period. So the F-150 Lightning is definitely going to basically give Tesla a run for its money. It's going to give a lot of these other electric vehicle companies a run for its money as well. So, you know, the EV charging space, especially when it comes to vehicles, in general, is going to get a lot more competitive. Now, there obviously are competitors for Chargepoint as well, right? So you've got the Volta Charging, you've got EVBox, EVgo, you've got Blink, and there's probably going to be some more competitors that are going to come to the market. But the important thing is that Chargepoint is the charging company of choice for the majority of the Fortune 50 companies. They have a lot of, they have major clients like Amazon, Google, you name it, guys. Most of the biggest and best companies in the entire world are using Chargepoint. And the good thing about Chargepoint is it can charge all different types of vehicles. So we're not just talking about cars, we're talking about cars, trucks, buses, delivery vehicles, vans, any type of charging, any type of EV you can think of. So it's got this, like, it's the same thing with like the California gold rush, where, you know, when people went west to mine gold, a lot of people, you know, basically lost their entire savings, while the people that were selling picks and axes became millionaires. So that's what we're doing here. We're basically buying the biggest, best, most dominant EV charging stock in the United States with some exposure to Europe. So I think if we have a good earnings, I really think we could hit $30 or so. This is just a fantastic buying opportunity, I think. Like I said, I don't know if we'll hit $3,000 by the end of the decade, but let's say even we hit $1,000. I mean, you're still dealing with, you know, 40 to 50 potential X upside, basically by just buying the stock and just holding on to it. So I just think the upside here is immense, and it's one of my favorite stocks to hold. We're going to talk a lot more about Chargepoint in the future, but right now we're just waiting for this earnings to report to play out. So there's a couple ways you can play this, guys. Obviously, like me, I'm just long Chargepoint, long the stock. I'm also thinking about dabbling into earnings because this market has been so red hot, and we're going to have a Memorial Day weekend coming up on Monday. Potentially this market is super hot right now. It just looks like all of that money kind of poured away from the crypto markets, and now it's been dumped onto the stock market. So if this like bullish run continues into next week, which it might, we could see this stock really soar, and it doesn't have that many shares float. You know, it's only like 290 million, 300 million shares outstanding. So it's not like billions and billions of shares like Tesla or something like that. That's one of the reasons why Tesla just isn't moving much lately. You know, it just has so many shares outstanding. So that split kind of really hurt Tesla's volatility, guys. But if we take a look at the 5-day chart here, so we're going to look at the 5-day chart here, which is the last week or so, and we'll take a look at what we're dealing with here. So if we take a look at the last week 5-day chart, we can see here that we've basically bounced nicely off this support, and basically the stock has run up along with the rest of the market, guys. So we finally passed this resistance level, and I think $30 or even more could be the next target, guys. So be sure to check out for earnings. I'm going to reiterate it one more time, guys. June 3rd, really big date for Chargepoint. We should see some awesome performance in the stock. So another way to play this is you could buy some options. You know, obviously leading up to the earnings, you know, that's definitely a great time to buy options in a stock like this when it could have a lot of volatility after a surprise earnings, guys. So that's it for next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video if you enjoy my content, and hit the red subscribe button if you want to receive more video updates on Chargepoint, guys. One of my favorite stocks to hold, and we're going to be talking about this stock for for a lot in the future, guys. So like I said, if you want to see those future video updates, be sure to smash the red subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well to get notified when I upload. I try to upload, guys, every day and try to provide you guys with good content and some investing ideas so you can make money. So that's it until next time, guys. Take care.